I think most people misunderstand what destroys us. We think it's tragedy, failure, bad luck. But more often than not, I think it's something much quieter. It's what we tolerate. Because you become what you tolerate. And I think people tolerate excuses more than anything else. Not because they're lazy, not because they're bad people, but because complacency masks weakness. And it's easier to be weak than it is to be strong. It's easier to say, this is just who I am. It's too late. I'll start next month. Other people have advantages. And over time, we slowly surrender our internal locus of control. We begin to believe that our circumstances are permanent, that this version of ourselves is simply who we are. But everything in life is temporary, and with enough time and dedication, miracles can occur. I know this because I've lived the opposite. There was a period in my life where I let myself get drastically out of shape. I chose not to exercise. I chose not to eat well. I chose to run away from what I despised. But eventually I realized something. I wasn't running away from my problems. I was running away from myself. And the truth is, at the end of the day, you're all you really have. And if you've abandoned yourself, where else can you go? What surprised me most wasn't the physical change. It was what happened internally. As I stopped tolerating that version of myself, something else disappeared. The self-hatred, the guilt, the feeling of being trapped. I began reconnecting with the person I knew I could be. And maybe that's what self-improvement really is. Not becoming somebody else, but returning to yourself. Learning to love yourself enough to stop accepting the things that slowly destroy you. Because every excuse we tolerate becomes another link in the chain. And after enough links, we mistake the chain for our identity. But the prison door was never locked. And that's why I struggle when people say, this is just who I am. Because my response is simple. Who are you to think this is all you are? Without getting religious, do you truly believe in your heart of hearts that this is all you deserve? Who are you to declare that this story is over? Who are you to decide that miracles aren't possible? Maybe you're stronger than you think. Maybe you're more resilient than you know. Maybe the person you're capable of becoming is waiting on the other side of 1,000 small decisions. Not one dramatic transformation, just thousands of quiet victories. Because strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you practice. And weakness isn't something you are. It's something you tolerate. So this week, I want you to ask yourself one question. What am I tolerating that I know I shouldn't? A habit? An excuse? A relationship? A way of speaking to yourself? Whatever it is, stop making peace with it. Because you become what you tolerate. And perhaps the life you want is waiting for the version of yourself you've stopped accepting. Until next time. Take care.